Hi there, another Happy New Year again. I'm gonna say 4 Happy New Years in 4 different sessions today because um, different people will get into a different session first. So, again, disclaimer, this is for educational and research purpose only and not financial advice. Please always consult your local licensed professional for proper financial advice. So let's start with the daily chart of Solana. So last week I've shown you the pink box, the short-term playground zone. The long-term is always the white one sitting relatively lower at the bottom. So this week, in the past few days, today is the 4th day that it broke out from the resistance line of the short-term playground zone. And here there's basically not much indication going on. It may be like an upward flag. If I draw it this way, it would be clearer. So if it is really a flag like this, basically a textbook knowledge says this is a bearish pattern. Whether it will stay going this way and then eventually come back down to the pink box, we'll continue to observe. And in terms of Wyckoff, we can go back to the weekly chart. So weekly chart is basically still evolving from where we dropped from the up thrust. And here we can compare to last time around 2022, where we have these consecutive red candles and then a little bit of rebound before we come all the way down, and then we had a last point of supply. So this time we're still somewhere in the middle of this evolvement if it really happens exactly the same as last time. So we came down from the up thrust, and right now it's where it's having its rebound compared to similar to last time. So that's where we are. Remember I talked about a few weeks back, it took quite a long time actually for this to evolve. So counting from the up thrust to it re-enters the long-term playground zone, it took 203 days, almost three quarters of a year. So this time here we have our up thrust, and we are still only 42 days from there. So if really the price is going to come down, it's going to take way longer. So it will be in the middle of this year before we get to that, if it really takes the same time. Solana, similar to Ripple, there's not a lot of ETF access, or even none at this time. So I don't really expect a lot of money inflows similar to Ethereum or Bitcoin from the ETFs. So the reason of these the price is going to push up is less likely, I would say, unless there are some very good news from Solana. Either the community has a great development coming through, or Solana has a lot of new projects coming through. So these good news may give it a boost. But in terms of volume bars, this week we only have 26 hours left roughly. We see the volumes has come down a lot over the past week. So if it continues this pattern, that's not going to sustain the high price, especially we see a low volume with a large long green candlestick. That means a lot of people fighting less supply, so it can be a trap, so be careful. So finally, let's take a look at the monthly as well. Like in the Ripple session I touched on, Ripple was the only exception, or is the only exception compared to the other three that I'm going to talk about, because it's we see a red candle bar last month, that's December. So we'll see something similar for Ethereum and Bitcoin as well. I'll talk about that in the coming 2 sessions. So compared to last time, we see 3, actually 2 with like a cross here, 2 red candle bars right after the peak. And this time we already had our first candle, and this month we're just starting out, so there's still 27 days left for this to evolve. Whether this will come down as a red candle, or would it become a cross, or would it stay the same before it comes all the way down, we still have to observe. But this red long candle bar could be a warning sign that the tide is changing. So again, maintain your good practices. Don't be overly optimistic. Always manage your risk. So